Oh damn, I just made this one video just now, and I don't think I completed the thought, but it was about African American slaves, right? What actually the video wasn't about that. I was sidetracked, and like I got onto that. But it's funny to me. And what's funny is that like I did a family history myself one time, and I got a lot of white American blood in me, and a lot of native blood too. And I can't find any slave masters within my history, which is reality. It's like the slave masters were a minority of the white population, you know. But I found it funny because it's like I bet you, like if I were a betting man, I bet you that the African Americans have more white master slave blood within them than the average white American does. Because like fuck, I did my family history and I can't find shit. Maybe I do. I got this one Welsh ancestor. He came over here in 1865, and he was like 14 or 15. He was like below puberty. But they drafted him right away into the army, and that's how he was able to get over, and that's how his family was able to get over. Yeah, they probably gave his family some land and shit. And they're like, hey, let your kid go bleed for us, and you get some land. Can't get that deal in Europe. But he was a Welsh ancestor. He fought in the Third Battle of Chickamauga. Um, on the northern side, fuck yeah. Fuck you, Dixie bitches. I believe in union. Anyways, no, like I was making this video and I was thinking about these tall, cause like I just recently, but no, these tall, white Scandinavian motherfuckers, and it's like some of the dumbest people I've ever met have been like tall men. Like, damn, it's like damn, no, it's some of the dumbest people I've ever met have been tall fucking men. Maybe they're just so tall they just don't get enough water to their brain. I don't know. Um, but there's some smart Scandinavian too, both tall and short. But there's this one story of mice and men, and it's like that's reality. That's fucking reality. And I mean, some men are just tools. And it's like you have to look at your reality and question God. It's like, why would God ever create some shit like this? Like, why would God ever create such a stupid fucking man? I had this friend one time in college. Her name was Bethany, and we ended up not becoming friends anymore. I don't think she likes me anymore. But she liked me, like there's this idea that you can't be friends with a woman without wanting to have sex with her. Like how fucking animalistic and barbaric. It's like shit. No, you like you can just see all women as sisters. You can easily be friends with a woman without wanting to have sex with her if you see her like a sister. Um, and if she ever wants to have sex with you, you cross her off the sister list, right? But I used to have a lot of fun with this Bethany because, like, I used to think a lot and I used to never have anybody to talk to. But I was able to talk to her and we had these awesome conversations and it was cool. Um, And she didn't think I was attracted to her, right? Because she's ugly. And her face, like her body was like athletic, and she was a fucking 10. Like she's totally wrong. Because my wife's body was not athletic. Anyways, like just the opposite. Uh, but my wife, she was intelligent, but she was also lighthearted. And I wasn't lighthearted enough. I was just too fucking serious. And I want to be more lighthearted. And that's where the real attractiveness came from. It didn't have to do anything with looks. But her name's Lee, and I shouldn't even say all this shit right now because like I'm fucking gonna post this. But hey, Bethany, I love you. Hey, I really remember, and it was fucking awesome. But she was ugly because she's English, right? Like they're an inbreeding society. They're a fucking inbreeding society. Like I like to learn about the different parts of the world, whether it's African or Asian or Middle Eastern or whatever. And there's some people online, and they say, and I don't know if it's true, so I'm not trying to spread lies, but they're saying that in certain parts of the Islamic world, there's a lot of inbreeding, right? And I was like, what? And I was like, why is that? And I figured out the answer later, and it said that they're in all these clans and shit. Like in Scotland, right? They're in all these clans and shit. And it's like sometimes when you're in a clan-like society, it's just safer to marry your cousin, and that this whole idea of Romeo and Juliet is like a real thing. It's more dangerous to love Juliet. Like it's deadly to love Juliet, maybe sometimes. And it's safer to marry your cousin. I know I'm saying this how it is in the Islamic society, but like this is how it can be within our world. It's like that's how. You go back to England, which we know that they're an inbred society, right? Like you have all these kings of Europe, right? And the later kings of Europe are like, like they're full blown retarded. Like you used to have to get permission from the Pope to marry your cousin. And only if you paid well and had the right connections could you secure it, right? But in England, like in India, they talk about the caste system, but there's a caste system within England, and you don't fuck outside your caste, It's weird that Romeo and Juliet was written in English, huh? Ironic. I mean, there's some sexy British people out there, definitely. But they throw them all in our face, find them. Like some of the most attractive are all the Welsh. I don't know why. But like Henry Cavill, like I'm a heterosexual, totally, 100% heterosexual. But Henry Cavill, and I think he's British. I could be wrong, but damn, he's a sexy man. No, so it's like maybe that's the answer. It's it's like maybe this world is it's like a video game, you know, and maybe this world is exactly like Minecraft, you know, and you know it's not his fault. This world is whatever we create it to be. You know, and if you're too much of a coward to love Juliet, then your children are going to be ugly. um, you know, and maybe maybe it's not his fault at all. Maybe it's our fault. You know, because you know, if you're miserable, then that's your own damn fault.